Okay, come on. All right. So, I just want to get this video started today. There's a couple things that I've done around here I'm going to show you guys, but I want to touch on something. Remember a couple weeks ago, I posted up a video of this gorgeous bike that was owned by Ty, and he was just broke down on our street, and I asked him if he needed help, and he asked for something specific. They ended up having too much oil in the bike, so they had to pump some of that out. Well, the way that they were able to do that was I provided them with a spray bottle, and they put the hose down into it to pull the oil out, and then was able to squirt it into the bottle. Now we always say pay it forward. Anything, if somebody needs help, you just help them if you can. And I did what I could that day to help him out, him and his brother, so that they could go about and having a good day. Steve next door, he pitched in with some of his knowledge of what to do with it, and Ty was able to get back on the road, him and his brother T. And it just made for a really good day. Well, now 2 weeks later, me and Kathleen here, we were out there roaming around the town and trying to just running some errands and getting some stuff done. And then we wanted to go into Academy Sports just to look around, something to do. And we were going around and we ran into Ty. Says the bike's doing good. Got to meet his wife. We got to talk for a little bit, and then me and Kathleen went on our way, and we're roaming around. And Ty comes around the corner and hands Kathleen a gift card. And the first thing you want to say is, oh, you shouldn't have, or oh, you didn't have to. But it's not a matter of whether did he have to or did he want to, or it was he just wanted to. It was more of he wanted to. And it was his way of saying thank you and for being good people. And so Kathleen was able to get a bunch of stuff. And Ty, if you end up coming across this, we really want to say thank you. Thank you for keeping our hope alive of people around us. Because we've been down and out for a little bit. No, we're not down and out in a sense of the way a lot of people are around the world, but we're down and out in a sense that we don't have a house anymore that we're used to. We're living in this camper trailer. I mean, by far are we hurting as bad as a lot of people in this world are. But in our world, where we are, we feel as though we're hurting. And our spirits have been down a little bit because we're living in this place, and it just really lifted us up big time for today. I really can't wait to tell my wife what you and your wife did for us, and all that got spent on this little girl right here, because she deserves it, because she's always got the smile. She's helping me and mommy out with things that we need to get done, and complaining very, very, very little. And I couldn't ask for a better daughter when it comes to being awesome. You're just an amazing little girl. You really are. So we got her with this right here, which says be proud, cheer loud. And we got her this one that says tumble, flip, twist. Those are two things that we got her with that. Then we had already looked at these, and she was super excited because I said, well, just keep those in mind. She didn't really know. I had planned on going back and getting this for her. But check this out. This is a big bounce race set. You get two 24-inch balls. So these are more for bigger kids her size, because those balls are 2 foot.
They're like that big?
No, they're like this big.
What?
From the table up.
Yeah.
They're like that big. So yeah.
About the table height.
Yeah, they're from the table up to about here. So she'll be able to bounce on them. And she had a little one when she was growing up that she just absolutely loved.
And I grew out of it.
Yeah, she got a little too big for it. What else did you get?
Sit on it like this.
You got one more thing. Oh, she got herself a floating raft. It kind of looks like a boogie board, but it's more just a foam board. So
it has a little thing that.
Yeah, she can put a wrist tether on it. That way it doesn't float away from her.
It comes with a strap right here.
Yep. So tell Ty.
Thank you, Ty.
You really made her day. You made both our day. And so yeah, that's how we're starting our video out. And I'm going to show you guys a few things here after a little bit. Are you happy you got that? Yeah. Oh my God. We'll see how long it lasts once she takes it outside. Good thing there was 2 of them in that box, because if she pops that one and blows it up, she's got one. Right, she's got one extra. Okay. All right, time for some speaker upgrades. These are the speakers that come with the, I've already got it kind of taken apart. That way I can see what's going on here. But I wanted to show you what the speaker looked like up in there. And what it is there's 4 screws you pull out, and then you're going to have wires come down with it. That'll be attached. Now if you look on here, you'll see one has a plus sign, one has a minus sign. See on the right, it's plus, left, negative. Big and small. So what I do is when I pull them off of there, the positive one, I'll just bend it up. That way I know which one's positive, which one's negative. You can do it a different way, but there's 4 screws, and these come out. These are the ones that come factory, and they just sound horrible after a little bit. There's really no sound to them. And interior, I'm using these. I got these at the pawn shop for fairly cheap. They're Polk. They're actually marine certified for car, marine, or ATV. These ones didn't have these, so I got them at a pawn shop. They wanted 40, got them for 30. So that's not a bad price. And all we're going to do is I went to the hardware store because mine didn't have these. It was basically the screws were just right into the drywall up there, or whatever that board is. So I bought these, which these are, they're called, was it Speed Nut?
Can I eat this, Daddy?
Yeah, go ahead. It's called a Speed Nut, and this is size 6? No, 8. Yeah, size 8. See right there, size 8. You can get this at your hardware store. And what these are for is this is to reinforce the area you got up there. And all you do is you just slide them on. Let me show you real quick. Now the way I work these, well, I got it out right here, is these actually slide onto the wood like that. Okay, see how it's got that? But up there, it's not quite wide enough for that. So it'll actually break it, make it a little bit harder. So what I do is I take the screwdriver and I fit it in there like that. And I turn it sideways. I turn the screwdriver, opening this up just a hair. And that makes it a whole lot easier getting this to slide on. You can see there? I spread it out just a little bit. And that's going to make it a whole lot easier for these spots right here to be able to get that onto that. And you just kind of line it up and push it straight in wherever your hole is. Let's see. See the hole right there? Yeah. I'm just going to push that on. Now I want it to be tight. I don't want it to go in there real easy. So the next thing I'm going to do, it's all blurry, so I'm going to take this right here and I'm just going to give this just a light tap until it's all the way on. And I'm trying to line it up with the hole that's on there. That way everything's on there. So let me get all 4 of those on there. Next we take the new speaker, which these speakers did not have the cage, the cover, and that's probably why they were discounted. And we're going to take these up here, and now this part I can't do and record at the same time, because all I'm going to do is I'm going to do, with all the strength I have, I'm going to hold this on the back side and push that pin onto it at the same time. Otherwise you can break this little board that's right here if you try to rely on the strength of it. Next step, get the speaker up there. I already did it. But you want to put the screws in just a little bit on each one. That way you can get them lined up, get this positioned right so it'll go up in there flat, and then get them all screwed in. And there you go. Your speaker is installed. If it'll focus. There we go. And I already did the other one, like I said, so now I've got both upgraded speakers and I'm going to enjoy what it sounds like. Let's go out. I'm going to clean this up and then I'm going outside for the next project that I'm going to show you that I did. Alright, how many of you live in a camper, a little bit more long term, and your camper shakes everywhere you walk, and you're walking through the house and the whole thing is doing this, right? And the reason it's doing that is because, let me show you, you're on wheels. You might have your stabilizers, but the center of your camper is on wheels. Okay, that's the big thing right there. The other thing is there's nothing anchoring your camper to the ground, so the forward and lateral movement of your trailer is always going to be there. If you're going to be staying somewhere a little bit more long term, get you some cinder blocks. They're only $1.50 something a piece. So really this whole project cost me maybe 30 bucks. You get you a base concrete block, then your cinder blocks sit on top. That's positioned like that because of the way the frame is set up. Let me get under here. I've got that one over there, one over here, and I don't know if we can see them, but there's one in the back corner and one on this side in the back corner. And I set them all up and put wedges in them so that it wedges the frame and it makes everything a lot sturdier. Next, this right here. This is a very important part. What I did was I took a piece of rebar. That's what the twine is all wrapped around. There's a piece of rebar. Let me get my finger in there. Right there. That piece of rebar is 3 foot long. And I drove it straight into the ground. Make sure wherever you're driving it in that there's no pipes, no electric lines, no nothing like that. Otherwise you can have some problems. And then I took ratchet straps and I went to the front 2 corners of the trailer and then strapped them in. I did the exact same thing in the back here. Okay. See, I got blue straps back here. But same thing. There's a piece of rebar right there. Oh, I forgot to fill that hole in. But then I got my straps out to the corners to hold it in place. And what that does is that stops the trailer from having this kind of a movement. The bricks on the bottom kind of help it from doing this a little bit. You're still going to get some bounce, but not as much. Meaning, if you and your wife, and that's all I'm going to say, you're not going to knock water out of a glass if you set it up like this. You're not going to knock water out of the dog or cat's food bowl or drinking bowl. So yeah, that's a really good fix for that. I'm not going to elaborate anymore. I got to water my strawberries. See, look at them. They're starting to fall down a little bit. But those are the upgrades that I did today. I got to straighten this crap out. I sold half the bricks. Haven't sold any more. I'm thinking of taking the rest of those and maybe just going ahead and making some type of a fire pit back there, or even just right here. Maybe I can do a small fire pit up front, close by the barbecue, whatever. I don't know. Maybe out there. Maybe in that dry spot right there. But no, because then that's over the flag, under the flag. I don't know. So anyway, that's it. That's what I got going on this weekend. Other than that, I spent some time with my daughter, and we went out and about, and we took Gina some lunch today because she's overwhelmed with work and she couldn't get away from work, and she really needed us to help her out with that. So please subscribe. This is really just turning into a life vlog, and we're gonna keep vlogging until we do whatever we do. So give me some thumbs up. We'll see you guys in the next video. What are your strawberries?